Good morning. So I'm going to do this video for my friend Melissa. I had watched a video from C. Kate Sew, and she talked about different ways to use up scraps. And one of the things that she did was she made cute little bookmarkers. And I did these last year, and they were a lot of fun to make. And so I'm going to show you how we make those up. And you will need some Pellon 931 TD fusible midweight, and it's got a fusible side on one side and it's just plain on the other. We're going to cut 3.5-inch squares of that, and we're going to trim 1 in half on the diagonal. You will need 2 of these, okay? So you'll need a 3.5-inch square and one that's cut on the diagonal. Then I've got a bunch of fabrics here. I'm going to pick 3 pieces. I kind of like these 3. And we will make our bookmarker out of this. Okay. So you need 3 3.5-inch squares. I'll put those others over there. And you need to decide what's going to be your focus fabric, what's going to be your backing fabric. I think I'm going to put this on the back, and this will be on the inside, and then this will be my little guy that I fold up, and you can see the little snowman peeking out the corner. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to press this. Make sure you have the nubs. You'll be able to feel the adhesive. Make sure the adhesive is face down on the wrong side of your fabric. You're going to line that up, and we're going to just press it real quick over here. And then we're going to fold that in half. And I'm going to fold that in half just like that. So our little guy's peeking out. These are wonderful stocking stuffers and presents just for anybody who loves to read. Okay, and then we're going to take one of our pieces, and we're going to again put the wrong side up, and we're going to have the nubs facing the wrong side of the fabric, and we're going to just press that on. It just takes a minute or two for your iron to press that fabric and get that glue to melt, and that just reinforces your fabric a little bit. It gives it a little bit of body. Okay, now we're going to line this up like this. We've got our folded fabric, and we've got our fabric that's going to show just like that in our bookmark. And this is going to be our backing fabric, so wrong side down, wrong side up, I'm sorry. And then we're going to pin and pin from the inside. If you pin this way instead of pinning where you're going to stitch, you won't have to remove your pins while you're sewing. Okay, and then I want to leave a little opening at the bottom here that's about 1.5 inches or so we can turn that. And we will start stitching. You're going to stitch 1/4 inch all the way around. If you go forward and backward just a little bit and anchor that stitch, then it won't come apart when you're stitching. Okay. Turn the corner. Leave your needle down and turn the corner again. What? What is it, little monkey? My cat likes to talk to me, and she'll bring me all kinds of presents trying to get my attention. Okay. So I put that mark and then back stitch just a little bit. Okay, there we are. That was pretty quick, wasn't it? Snip off your threads. We're going to go around the outside here, and we're going to cut the excess fabric off. Just trim almost to that corner, but not Don't trim it into your stitching. Okay, this is just going to relieve some of that bulk when we turn it. These are my thread snips, and they're not really the right scissors to be trimming this with, but they'll work. Okay. There we go. That's done. Okay, now take our pins out. And what I like to do before I turn this is I like to take one piece that's going to be the seam there and turn it up and finger press it, okay? And turn it up and finger press it. That way, when you turn your fabric out, you'll have a little crease already made there, and you will be able to close that up with no problem. Okay. If you have tiny fingers, this will be great. If not, it might be a little fiddly, and that's okay. Now, you want to poke the edges out. Now, use a blunt end of something. Don't use scissors or a pointed object, because you're just going to poke a hole through your fabric, and then you will not be happy. Okay. Isn't this just so fun? Okay, now to get those corners out a little bit neater, we're just going to take our stiletto or a pin, and you're just going to kind of pull that out a little bit in the corners. Okay. And that just pulls it all the way out where you need it without poking a hole. Okay. Now I'm going to run this over to the iron real quick. Make sure all your edges are open all the way. And there we go. And we're going to give this a little press real quick. And then we're going to sew around about 1/8 of an inch from the edge on 2 edges. Now, in Kate's bookmarker, she sews all the way around the edge. I don't care for that. I like to just sew on the 2 edges that are going to contain the back, because I want it to go all the way down on my book. And if you stitch that edge, then you can't put it all the way down. But this is, oh, let's get that going here. Okay. So you can see you can make up a whole bunch of these, and you could have stocking stuffers. You can make them for any holiday. You can make them just with pretty fabric for your fun friends, and maybe you have friends at work that like to read, and there you go. Isn't that cute? Now, so you pull your book open and you just tuck it right in there. And you see, by not sewing up at this edge, and this edge is fully contained, you don't need to sew it. Your bookmark goes all the way down and doesn't stick up. Okay, look at that. Cute, huh? Okay, hope that was fun. I enjoyed it. I'm gonna make a bunch more. All right, bye.